Micron reported some great news to investors as their investments in products are working better than expected, and the end market demand, including in the PC industry, is turning out to rebound and recover a little later than expected when related to the PC market. But it's good to hear that market is finally recovering. So I'm going to go through and share with you some of the positive developments from Micron so you can get more information to make your decision about buying or selling Micron stock.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
All right, so Micron said that its latest generation HBM 36 gigabyte high bandwidth memory product has been designed into AMD's Instinct MI355 GPU platform. Now, this AMD platform is designed for data centers optimized for artificial intelligence, which is a booming market category. Already, Micron's technology has been working with NVIDIA's technology, so now partnering with AMD as well. So, regardless if AMD gains market share or if NVIDIA continues to dominate this market, Micron's technology is embedded into and related with these technologies. So, they're now shipping their HBM high bandwidth memory in high volume to 4 customers, spanning both GPU and ASIC platforms. And as generative AI workloads grow in size and complexity, the performance demands on HBM continue to rise. And that's great news for Micron stock investors as AI continues to gain in popularity, right? Hundreds of millions of users are now using large language models, and that's growing by the tens of millions every quarter. And remember, this search queries or engagement with large language models require a lot more computing power than when people search on Google search or a regular search engine. So that requires more computing and more memory and more storage, which is precisely what Micron sells. And that's going to benefit the company, and it's already benefiting the company. Furthermore, the company's next generation technology is going to be a big improvement from the previous generation technology. HBM4, which is the next generation, is going to have over 60% better performance than the previous generation. And HBM4 offers 20% lower power consumption compared to their already industry leading power performance on HBM3. And of course, power consumption is one of the most important things that buyers of this technology consider because power is one of the biggest constraints in building these latest generation data centers optimized for artificial intelligence. So, this again is more good news for Micron stock investors. And one of the big things with artificial intelligence and AI technology is that each generation continues to improve significantly, right? NVIDIA, going from its Hopper technology to its Blackwell technology, demonstrated huge improvements from year over year. And their next generation technology, which they're calling Rubin, is forecasted to be even more improved from the previous generation technology. So the advancements in technology for artificial intelligence are improving rapidly, and that's driving continued demand for the technology. And that leads me to say that we're still in the early innings of the growth in the AI market because we're still making huge advancements. I say we as if I'm part of the advancement. I'm only reporting on it, but as a country, as a group of companies, they're making great improvements led by, of course, NVIDIA and the advancements NVIDIA has been able to make, unlocking this next generation technology. And NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang has been pretty vocal about the advancements in the technology and how there's still a lot of room to run in improving the technology. So Micron has already delivered samples of its next generation HBM to multiple customers and expect to ramp up volume production in calendar year 2026, aligned with their customers' plan. So they're working closely with customers and readying this product to launch in calendar year 2026. Already, calendar year 2025 is proving to be a strong growth year for Micron, and 2026 is shaping to be a continuation of Micron's success in 2025. So I talked about the PC market in the introduction, and Micron expects the PC market to grow by low single-digit percentage units year over year in 2025. And when a management team says low single digits, what they mean is either 1%, 2%, or 3% growth. That's low single digit in management speak. And in the quarters ahead, they expect key catalysts for growth to include increasing adoption of AI-enabled PCs, and of course, Windows 11 upgrade cycle. The end of support for Windows 10 will lead to people upgrading to Windows 11, which will lead people to say, you know what, this older PC, it's Windows 10 is not being supported anymore. Let me go ahead and buy another PC that has AI and the next generation Windows. And on top of that, I will add the fact that there's a great deal of people that bought computers in 2020 and 2021 at the onset of the pandemic. Prior to that, prior to the pandemic, most households were okay having just one computer per household, right? But during the pandemic, that was no longer enough. Everyone was working from home, learning from home, entertaining from home. And so if you had a family, one computer for the whole family wasn't enough. You needed more. And so there was a great surge in computers purchased during the pandemic, 2020 and 2021, most notably. And computers, on average, last between, or the average time people keep a computer is between 4 to 6 years. So if you make that calculation, the people that bought computers in 2020 and 2021, they're now between 4 to 5 years old. So, right in that window of upgrade needs. Now, I forecast that the upgrade cycle is a little extended now because now that we're returning to work in person and schools are bringing students back in person, you no longer need so many computers in every household. So not all of those computers will be replaced. Some of them will just be allowed to age out and not be used anymore. But many of them will be upgraded, right? And that will create a further catalyst for this upgrade cycle, which will be great news for Micron because these new generation PCs are coming with more computing power, right? Because you need more memory and more storage to enable the artificial intelligence computations that are being calculated on computer, on device. So all of this is great news for Micron stock investors. Thank you for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. I know there's a lot you could be doing with your time and a lot of other videos you could be watching. So I truly appreciate that you chose to watch this one. If you want to see more videos just like this, hit the subscribe or the like button. They'll both help me make more videos just like this one. Thank you again.